What's up, y'all? Figured I'd do a kind of spontaneous, different video than normal. Um, I'm literally coming up on 2 years in van life. I started my trip 2 years ago in December of 2022 in my other van, which, if you guys and gals have watched, know it was a Dodge van. Both vehicles that I've owned are older vehicles, 99 Dodge and a 2001 Ford E350 with the diesel. Figured I'd do the fears and no fears of my van life. Positive for my van life: no rent, no living in apartments with people banging and annoying you when you want to sleep, and having to worry about when your work order is going to get done and all that. But in van life, I guess it's the same, mechanics and getting things set up like a tiny home on wheels. I've been, gosh almighty, I've been lucky that with the ambulance, I've been lucky with all breakdowns being in major towns or close to towns. One of my biggest fears on that is being stuck 100 miles either way from a town that has mechanics. Oh boy, I know that's like holy jabronis. That scares me. Going into a big town like right now, I guess you could say the honeymoon's kind of over, and it's time to start. The last 2 years, I've spent the winters down in last winter down in Florida, and then made my way back up for 2 summers to do repairs on vehicles, being close to family. Not that I don't love my family, but it's time to spread out. But that's a different video. This summer, though, with repairs and doctor's appointments and all that, that was this summer. But the other fear is, traveling, to towns and stuff, and parking at places like Walmart or Cracker Barrel or, all that. For those of you that are van lifers and stuff, worried about break-ins, worrying about, who's going to try and break into your van and do bodily harm or steal stuff, which luckily I have tiny home on wheels defense against that stuff. Breaking down in the middle of nowhere, or deciding to go in the backwoods, logging trails, fire trails, and being out there, and all of a sudden your vehicle says, nope, ain't gonna do it. You're stuck. Yeah, stuff like that. It's you don't know. You think you have your home on wheels figured out, and all of a sudden Murphy's Law says, nope, not this time. I say this trip so far, and thank the Lord, has been pretty good. I've, no breakdowns, none of that stuff. Thank you. Also medical. That's another thing that scares me a little bit is, car accidents. You get in a car accident in the middle of nowhere. What are you going to do? Then you're out of your homes and damaged, you're injured and all that stuff. That stuff definitely, excuse me, coffee. Just in life, you're gonna have ups and downs. You're gonna have the goods with the bads, the uglies with the not uglies, and all that stuff. And you see me switching back. I'm not using my camera with my tripod, so holding my phone up with my hand. Yeah, just stuff like that, breaking down in the middle of nowhere, or 100 miles from a town both ways, and praying that you can get it towed to the next town and they can fix it, stuff like that even for a guy like me, who's been in the military for 8.5 years, that stuff worries. You worry about stuff like that. Trying to keep the glare of the lights out of the video. But yeah, for me, it's just like living in sticks and bricks. You have worries of, what's going to happen. But with our home in Vans, it's different towns. Are you going to park at a Walmart or a Cracker Barrel or wherever you decide to call it a night? Is something going to happen? Are you going to, hills have eyes type scenario, Are you going to find that spot on an old, side road and have someone come and set your house on fire or something, I don't know. I'm just, saying it could happen. But stuff like that, even for me, that worries me, because you don't know what's going to happen. But I've been lucky, knock on wood, I haven't gotten the knock. Well, no, I haven't got the knock, but I have had at a Cracker Barrel, because I went to the gas station. They thought I was being suspicious, which I wasn't. I was walking, from the corner where I was at around the other side to the gas station across the street to get me a soda and a snack. I didn't feel like eating a Cracker Barrel. She called the police. They came and said, hey, they, called about you. Don't feel comfortable. Okay. Said, Walmart okay? I said, yeah. So I left. This is last year when I was coming back to Wisconsin to save up to get the ambulance. That's it. That's all, But yeah, it's stuff like that, medical, worried about that, getting stuck out in the middle of nowhere, broke down. Getting robbed, vehicle broken into, everyday stuff that you hope doesn't happen, and knock on wood, doesn't happen, but it can happen. Murphy's Law is always there. It is what it is. It's life. And I'll say this on this trip, this is the first time I've gone to the west. I've always gone, east of the Mississippi, through Tennessee, Georgia, and all that stuff down to Florida. Heading west this way to Arizona. I'm having a brain fart this morning. Preston, Arizona. To see a friend and all that stuff. And Prescott, Arizona. I knew it pop in my head. My brain's weird like that. Gonna head to New Albuquerque, which is like 5 hours. But I'm gonna take my times. Yesterday kicked my butt. 12-hour trip for a Google 9-hour and 58-minute drive. According to Google, it was 9 hours and 58 minutes. Doesn't put in the account of gas fill-ups, breaks, restrooms, food, speeds up and down, So I'm taking my time. Thanksgiving is on Thursday. I'm in Amarillo on Tuesday. So yeah, I just wanted to come in here and just kind of talk about my feelings on some of the negative stuff of van life. If you find it interesting, or any comments or suggestions, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. Love life, live life, enjoy life, stay weird. And to all my subscribers, thank you for being there. I've noticed, the ups and downs of losing one or two here and there, but if you're also new, like I said, subscribe, like, comment, ask questions, pick my brain. I'm new to YouTube a year now. So I'm learning. My videos are not perfect. I don't have B-roll and music and all that stuff, but I'm learning. Be patient. I'm not perfect. I'm a soon-to-be 48-year-old Army veteran who is learning to be on video. And thank you. So have a nice day and nice Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. If that's what you have wherever you are or whatever, but thank you. I'm going to stop babbling. Have a good day.